Welcome to the s3db webcasts. In this session, we are going to demonstrate how to create a project, how to create resources within that project, and how to add attributes to those resources. Assuming that you have already downloaded and installed s3db, or that you have access to an s3db database, the very first step is logging into s3db using your username and password. Within s3db, you can change the details of your account. By going to My Account, you can change the password or change the details regarding your profile. Also, if you go to the project's main page, you will be able to see in which project you have access and the project that you have created. There are two ways to create a project. Either you can create a new project within s3db, or you can upload an existing project from an XML file or an RDF file. To create a new project within s3db, we click on New Project and we give it a name and a description. Also, you will be able to manage the permissions that other users will have in this project. Once you have created a new project, you can go ahead and create new resources. At any time, a project can be deleted, or its name or users can be edited. In order to create a new resource within a project, we click on New Resource. Let us imagine we are creating a project with the intention of associating people and dogs that belong to them. To do this, the first thing we do is create a resource called Person. Also, we will need to create a resource called Dog. Once we have the resources, we can begin adding attributes to them. To do this, we click on the resource name page. This can either be done through the project main page or through the tree that's on the left-hand side of your screen. This will give us a list of all the attributes that are associated with a particular resource. By adding verbs and objects, you will be associating attributes to each resource. In order to associate a particular resource with a second resource, all you have to do is put the name of the second resource in the object slot. If you go back to the project main page, you have access to a graphical view of your project. Here, you will be able to see all the attributes that you have created and how each resource is connected to the other resources. Here we see that dog is associated with the resource following the rule owner. You can also see when was the rule created and by whom. By clicking on the resource name, you will have access to the resource main page again. There are very export functionalities for s3db. You can now export this project in XML. Also, you can export it in RDF in a human readable format or in a machine readable format. Using the same file that you have just downloaded, you can again upload this project into another implementation of s3db. The same goes for RDF. Thank you for staying with us. Please don't miss the next session of s3db, where we will explain how to add instantiations of each resource and how to add attributes to those instantiations.